Hey guys, this is a review of for loops, and then also later on in the video I'll show nested for loops. It's a double for loop. A for loop looks like this. For int I equals 0. I is, let's say, less than 100. I plus plus. And then the for loop does something. If you're only doing one line like this is, we're just counting a star. You don't need curly brackets, but if you have the for loop doing more than one thing, you do need to clump it with those curly brackets. The for loop has 3 parts. You see we set up an iterator, like a counter right here. We started at 0. We keep going as long as this is true, as long as my iterator is under 100. And we're counting by ones. Remember, I plus plus is just another way of saying I equals I plus 1. Okay, so when I run this guy, oops, I'm not showing anything. Let's get that to stay up there. Okay. There we go. So I get about 100 stars. Not about, exactly 100 stars. I doesn't have to be called I. You can call this anything you want. You can call it counter, you can call it J, you can call it X. Another interesting thing that you can do here is you can, instead of printing out shapes here, you can print out the actual contents of the for loop. So if I print out if I print out what the iterator is holding, this thing is going to actually print out all the numbers 0 through 99. Notice it stops at 99. That's because I have strictly less than. If I put an equal sign there, it's actually going to go all the way up to 100. Great. Okay, so to nest a for loop, I'm going to put another for loop around it. And don't use the same iterator. I'm going to use J here. And this one I am going to put curly brackets in because I'm going to do, oops, not that way, because I'm going to do multiple things inside here. And I'm going to move, let's have this print out a star again. Oops, and I'm not going to put the endl there. I'm going to put the endl on the next line, where it is a part of the outer loop, but not the inner loop. So if you take a look here, and I'm going to modify this, let's have this be 10 as well. So we've got our inner loop printing 10 stars, and we've got our outer loop printing 10 stars 10 times. And notice this skip a line is going to happen after every time this goes through. So when I run this, I've got a 10 by 10 square. If you forget which handles rows and columns, just mess with it a little bit. So if you notice here, when the outer loop is 5, I've got 5 rows, 10 columns. So this outer loop handles the number of rows, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And then this inner loop right here, columns. Great. So hopefully you guys are okay with for loops. If not, come on up and ask me some questions.